I have to admit something I should have understood much sooner. It was not distance, timing, or confusion that destroyed what we had. It was my pride. I let my ego speak louder than my heart, and every time you needed honesty from me, I gave you silence instead. I thought protecting myself made me strong, but now I see it only pushed you further away. You were never asking me to be perfect. You were asking me to be real with you. You wanted me to say what I felt, admit when I was wrong, and show you that your heart mattered to me. But I kept hiding behind pride because vulnerability scared me. I acted like I did not need you, even when losing you was the one thing I feared most. I remember moments when you waited for me to soften. You gave me space to tell the truth, and I still chose defensiveness. You looked for reassurance in my words, but I gave you cold answers instead. I thought I was winning by not showing emotion. Now I understand I was slowly losing the person who only wanted to feel loved by me. The hardest part is knowing that my pride probably made you feel unwanted. You may have thought my distance meant I did not care, but that was never the truth. I cared more than I knew how to express. I missed you, even while pretending I was fine. I needed you, even while acting like I could walk through life without you. I used to think apologizing would make me look weak. Now I know refusing to apologize was the real weakness. A strong person admits when they have hurt someone. A strong person values love more than ego. I was not strong back then. I was afraid, immature, and too proud to say the words that could have saved us from so much pain. You deserved honesty before you reached your limit. You deserved warmth before your heart became tired. You deserved someone who could meet your love with openness instead of emotional walls. Looking back, I see how many times you tried to reach me. I see how many times you gave me chances to come closer, and I hate that I kept choosing pride. There were conversations where I could have changed everything by simply saying, I was wrong. There were nights when I could have held your heart with care instead of making you feel alone. I replay those moments now, and they hurt because they were not impossible to fix. I just refused to lower my ego long enough to protect what mattered. I know you became tired of trying to understand someone who would not explain himself. I know you got exhausted from loving someone who kept making you guess. You should never have had to wonder where you stood with me. You should never have had to question whether your love was safe in my hands. I made you carry uncertainty that you never deserved. When you started pulling away, I acted like I did not notice, but I noticed everything. I noticed your shorter replies, your quieter energy, and the sadness you tried to hide. Still, my pride would not let me chase you the way my heart wanted to. I thought if I stayed silent, I would keep control. Instead, I watched you slowly leave. Now I understand that pride does not protect love. It destroys it quietly. It turns simple apologies into impossible battles. It makes people act cold when they are hurting. It convinces them to lose someone important just to avoid admitting they were wrong. That is exactly what happened to me, and I have to live with the truth of it. If I could stand in front of you today, I would not pretend anymore. I would tell you that I needed you. I would tell you that I missed your love before I ever admitted it. I would tell you that my silence was fear, not indifference. Most of all, I would tell you that my pride cost me more than I ever imagined. I know I cannot undo the damage with one confession. I know regret does not erase the pain I caused, but I need you to know that I finally see it clearly. You are not asking for too much. You are asking for the truth. And the truth is, my pride made me lose the one heart that loved me better than anyone ever had.